Hey everybody, it's Craig with Smartphone Envy, and today's face-off is between the Google Nexus S and the HTC HD7, two heavyweights, both currently offered by T-Mobile. Before we get to the face-off, don't forget to stop by smartphoneenvy.com, check out the winner of today's face-off, along with some photos and video taken by both of the contestants. Alright, let's kick off this face-off. The Google Nexus S. Quad-band GSM tri-band 3G, weighs in at a very svelte 129 grams. Build quality, got a high-grade plastic rim that encompasses the entire display. See, the display itself is curved. On the back, you've got the battery cover, which covers the top, sides, bottom, as well as the back. It's made out of rubberized plastic. Got a nice little chrome accent around the camera lens. Just to the right of that is the LED flash. A little further right is the speaker. Alright, on the bottom is the micro USB port, microphone, and 3.5mm headphone jack. On the right hand side is the power key, power and lock key, and on the left hand side is the volume rocker. On the HD7, again, it's quad band GSM tri-band 3G, weighs in at 162 grams. Build quality, you've got a high-grade plastic gunmetal gray rim that encompasses the entire display. Got some cool looking grille work just above and below the display. On the back, you've got a rubberized plastic battery cover in gray with the HTC logo on it. Above the logo, you've got a nice brushed aluminum piece that surrounds the dual LED flash, camera, and speaker. Also acts as your kickstand for watching videos. Just below the battery cover, again, another high-grade piece of plastic with brushed aluminum with HD7 etched into it. On the bottom is a 3.5mm headphone jack, micro USB port, and microphone. On the right-hand side is the dedicated camera key as well as the volume rocker, and on top you have the power and lock key. Alright, as far as cameras go, as far as still cameras, they're both identical. 5 megapixels, autofocus, LED flash, geotagging, although the HD7 offers dual LED flash. Big differences in the video capture. It's WVGA at 30 frames per second on the Nexus S. It's 720p HD on the HD7. As far as batteries, the Nexus S has big winner here, 1500 milliamp battery, rated at 6 hours and 40 minutes of talk time on 3G. The HD7, 1230 milliamp battery, rated at 5 hours and 20 minutes of talk time on 3G. All right, let's take a look at the displays. On the Nexus S, you've got Samsung's 4-inch Super AMOLED capacitive touch display showing 480 by 800 pixels. Has a fingerprint resistant coating over the display. Offers multi-touch accelerometer sensor as well as a proximity sensor and 3-axis gyro sensor. Just above the display upper right hand corner, you've got a front-facing VGA camera for video calls, and just below the display you have 4 touch sensitive keys. You've got the home key, search key, main menu key, and back key. On the HD7, you've got a 4.3-inch LCD capacitive touch display, again showing 480 by 800 pixels. Also offers multi-touch accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, and 3-axis gyro sensor. It has no front-facing camera for video calls. Has 3 touch-sensitive keys below the display: search key, home key, and back key. Memory on the Nexus S, you've got 16 gigabytes of internal storage, along with 512 megabytes of RAM. HD7 also has 16 gigabytes of internal storage, 512 megabytes of ROM, and 576 megabytes of RAM. As far as Wi-Fi, they both offer 802.11b GNN. Nexus S also has support for DLNA. They both have Bluetooth version 2.1 with support for A2DP. The Nexus S has GPS with support for AGPS and comes with Google Maps. HD7 has GPS with support for AGPS and comes with Bing Maps. Nexus S can be used as a Wi-Fi hotspot. Processor on the Nexus S is a Samsung Hummingbird 1 GHz processor. On the HD7, it's the Qualcomm Snapdragon QSD 8250 1 GHz processor. Operating system on the Nexus S is Android 2.3 Gingerbread, and on the HTC HD7, it's Windows Phone 7. All right, let's do our navigation comparison between the Nexus S and HD7, and we've got a couple different mapping systems this time. Nexus S offers Google Maps, and the HD7 has Bing Maps. So we'll start out with the Nexus S. Navigate to Starbucks.
Head north on Landsberg Circle to Wardenstone Court.
Alright, take a quick look at the map while we've got it here. We've got a satellite 3D view. and you can see it redraws very quickly. I see a golf course over here. Here's our golf course close by. Zoom in and see it redraws very quickly. So that's a look at the Nexus S. Now on the HD7, let's start out with telenav. Let's take a look at that first. And again, you have to pop for this. Shut down the navigation on here before it starts talking again. And we'll do a search. We'll go someplace completely different like Starbucks. There it is. And it should bring up a list of different locations, I believe. There they are. Pick the same one. Down here and get our directions. And let that grab the GPS and get our route.
New route. Go 0.1 miles and turn right to Instone Court.
Alright, so there's your voice guided. If you don't want to spend the $10 a month, then you'll use the Bing Maps. Let's find our location first. That was nice and quick. Let's do a search, and again, I've got Starbucks already in there, but you can do a voice search as well. We should get multiple. We'll pick this one. Directions from our location, and we have our route written out down below, as you can see, and as we reach each destination it will show us where we are, and we get a nice picture at the end, or you can simply hit the back key and take a look at the route yourself, as you can see there. Alright, let's take a look at this in aerial view as well, or satellite view, and there it is. And there's our golf course. Zoom in a little bit. And there's a look at Bing Maps as well, along with telenav on the HD7. Alright, let's do our YouTube comparison on both of these, and we'll start out with Secret of the Mind, Secret Power of the Mind. We're getting heavy today, and they're off. Both running off the same Wi-Fi network.
The mind is one of the greatest frontiers that scientists are currently exploring. Now we've already explored deep into the outer space, below the ocean, now the capacity, the potential, the mystery of the mind is coming into play as far as science goes.
And for the second one, I don't want to leave things too heavy, so we'll finish up with some Shane Dawson. That was very close, if not perfect.
Hey, what's up you guys? It is Wednesday? Thursday. That shows how much bike days I'm on. I'm just kidding. But not really, I am on bike day. I'm sick, it's a long story. But because I've been sick, I've been chilling at home a lot, and I've been doing quizzes. I don't know what you're thinking. Do you do quizzes when you're sick? That's kind of nerdy and gay. Okay, first of all, you do quizzes when you're sick? That's kind of...
Alright, there's a look at the YouTube applications on both the HD7 and Nexus S. Let's continue our face-off with our unofficial speed test between the Nexus S and HD7. We'll kick it off with Gmail. Okay, that appeared to be the Nexus S. Let's try messaging. Thought I'd try and stick with apps you're going to use a lot. Let's go to calendar on both. Alright, how about the gallery? You get a lot of nice animation on the HD7, but I think it has a lot to do with slowing it down. Let's try the browser. So far the Nexus S is just considerably quicker on everything. Let's go to the camera and try that. And it looked to me, yeah, we're starting to see the focus on the HD7. It looked to me like the Nexus S is considerably quicker than the HD7.